I am preparing to make strawberry lemonade, and the first thing I did was made simple syrup by heating up a cup of water and adding a cup and a half of sugar into a saucepan, and that made simple syrup. As soon as I put it in the refrigerator to cool, and now it's back out. I squeezed a dozen lemons to produce a cup and a half of lemon juice. I like mine with pulp in it, so I squeezed it out into a bowl and fished out the seeds. Because I don't make this all the time, I don't have a juicer, so I just used my manual juicers. If you are interested in lemon zest or things like that, I would recommend that you do all of the zesting first and then loosely pack it into a mason jar or any kind of sealed container, and you can put it in the freezer. It stays for, I believe it's 3 months in the freezer, or probably even longer in a deep freezer. So in order to do the lemonade, you need to have 7 cups of water in addition to the lemon juice and the simple syrup. And then once that's put together, we'll add a half a cup of strawberry and put that into the pitcher, and then we'll be finished. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make the lemonade. So first we're gonna make the sugar solution, which is 1 cup of water and 1.5 cups of sugar. And we're gonna start with adding the water into the pot and let it come to a boil. And then we're gonna add the sugar and blend it together while the water's hot, and then allow it to chill. And then once it's chilled, then we're gonna add 1.5 cups of lemon juice that has already also been chilled, and that will give us our lemon juice concentrate. After the concentrate is made, you simply add that to 7 cups of water, and then you've got yourself lemonade. So while the sugar water was heating up, I was working on squeezing lemons, and because I don't make lemonade all the time, I don't have a juicer, but many people use a juicer to speed up the process. I use my measuring cup, because anything less, or a cup or less of dry is actually equal proportion in liquid. So because I only need a cup and a half, I just quickly do the math, which is 1 to 1. When you end up with seeds, you just kind of pull them out as you need to. I prefer pulp in my beverage, so I usually scrape out the husk. As you can see, I do my best to pull out the pulp because that's what I enjoy in my lemonade. So now I'm going to continue to squeeze lemons until I have a cup and a half. And then I'm gonna put that in the refrigerator along with the cooled what do they call it? Oh, simple syrup. You're making simple syrup with water and sugar. So once it's cooled to room temp, then I can safely put it in the refrigerator along with the lemon juice. And then later on, I'm gonna make the strawberry lemonade. Okay, enjoy. So now I finally managed to squeeze all 12 lemons by hand into a cup and a half measures, and now the simple syrup is cool enough to put in the refrigerator. So now I'm gonna transfer them into vessels that I can put into the refrigerator and let it cool. And then after that, then I'm gonna prep to do the strawberry and basil. So I put the half a cup of strawberries into the lemonade, but I decided I wanted to muddle up some strawberry so that you could have the strawberry flavor sooner. So I just muddled up some strawberry, and now I'm adding that into the lemonade also. I saved a couple slices of lemon to add to the floating fruit to give it a little bit of garnish. Just gonna do a quick mix. And then once it's put into the refrigerator, you can add ice to it before you serve it. And if you want to make ice using lemons, then when you add the regular ice cubes with the lemon ice cubes into the lemonade when you go to serve it, it won't dilute your lemonade that you're serving. You can use just lemon concentrate, or you can buy more lemons on top of the roughly dozen that you're gonna need. Of course, you only need a cup and a half of lemon juice, so if you get larger lemons, you won't need as many. I prefer to use older lemons that are a little bit softer, simply because it's easier to manage. If you don't get organic lemons, you will have waxed lemons, so prepare to have to wash your hands a bunch of times to get the wax off of your hands, and that will only happen if you don't zest your lemons, which is not required for this, but because it's such a large quantity of lemons, most people like to do something with all the parts that you have. So now I'm just going to serve up my lemonade into a pitcher, and then it's going to be ready for tomorrow's picnic.